Well, Formula One teams are making their presence felt in India in the run-up to the Indian Grand Prix. In fact, Red Bull was here with their F1 car and they gave Delhi crowds something to root for.
Bangalore wasn't the only city to taste F1 fever. Delhi too was witness to breakneck speeds, smoking tires and passing flashes of carbon fiber. Thanks to Red Bull, who fired up their F1 car at Rajpath to treat spectators who had come from all over to witness this. Red Bull test driver Daniel Ricciardo spent much of his time zipping past the crowds and the many curious onlookers who gathered at the capital. Leaving the makeshift pits, he put the pedal to the metal on his car and revved up a couple of gears to quickly hit the end of the road, pulling a nice power slide to change direction and getting back on the gas. A few runs up and down the street track and it was time for the real crowd puller, burnouts. Goes to show that whether it's the McLaren Mercedes or the Red Bull, one thing is for sure. F1 is here and it's leaving no rubber unburned when it comes to building the hype.
Well, if you're looking to get a piece of the action and we're not talking about the racing bits but the pit stops, then take a look.
The pit stop, a moment so crucial it can actually turn around a driver's race for better or worse. Which is why the pit stop team is trained to react at the human equivalent of speeds that churn out that ear-piercing sound we just love. Now how could that intensity possibly connect to the slow and completely unrelated pace of Bandra in Mumbai? Well, Red Bull Racing felt taking over the outdoor area of a cafe and turning it into a makeshift pit stop would do well in giving folks an insight into this crucial element of an F1 race.
The driving candidate Sebastian Vettel has just been leading.
So you had the replica of a car and tires, along with the exact same equipment F1 uses to drill out the single nut that holds the tire. The funny MC led you through how you simply need to place the drill gun on the nut, pull out the tire, fit the new one in, drill the nut back and press the buzzer. But considering he never got down to changing one, what he did not spell out was how something so simple could actually require a lifetime of skill when you're battling against time.
Buzzer.
Even the ones who almost always enjoyed the air conditioning during a highway tire change, thanks to the Indian chivalry code, decided this was a good way of gearing up to unforeseen surprises.
You just changed an F1 tire, right? Your husband does most of the driving, or do you do most of the driving?
I do.
You do, right? So that means, does this come from the fact that you've always been changing the tires whenever your car goes bust?
I taught him to change the tires actually.
So I just had to figure this for myself. And what better way than to take on the guy who had the best time of 13 seconds. I soon got first-hand experience in how this is actually all about experience.
Things are just going haywire, dude.
I was sadly 3 seconds behind him. Yes, he'd be smiling for quite a while with his unbeaten 13-second record. Someone tells him the pros do it in under 3.
Well, seems like a lot of fun as well as a great team building exercise. But time now for a quick break. Don't go anywhere.